Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Say yes. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, cool. Now let me do another test real quick. I'm going to hook up this mic for Maritza. The mic. All right. There you go. Thank you. All right, can you hear right now? So that's the cool thing about, I think the battery's gone. The cool thing about this Periscope, they're engaging live. So, and they're telling us, testing, this is awesome.
It was off.
Was it off?
I've done that before.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, guess what?
Yay.
It was off.
Yay.
Okay, plug it one more time. See, that's what happened when you take action. It's all about just...
All I have to say is,
What's going on?
no, seriously, that's the thing. Taking action is like imperfect.
Smack in the head. Testing, testing. Mayday, mayday. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Come on, brother. Brother, come on. Yeah, they give me a lot of heart. Okay, here you go.
Hey, you guys, can you hear me? If you can, that would be great. Some hearts. And if you guys can hear me, it would be so great if you could share it with your followers and put at Maritza Parra, MaritzaParra. I have about 25,000 followers, and I'd love to invite some of them on. So if you could share it, that would be awesome. Okay, I'm on? Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. And so basically, we're going to talk about email list building and how it can help your business. And I've had a lot of success in email list building. Hold on. Okay. Slideshow. Huh. Yeah, imperfect action. Present review. Come on. Yes. That just means that this is going to be awesome. And like I was telling you guys, I did a speech at Podcast Movement a few weeks ago. The beginning was full of tech issues, and after that, it was amazing. I mean, it was a packed room, and so many people got a ton of value. So that will happen again tonight. So today we're going to talk about 4 perfect places to profit with email list building. There's 4 places that you should be profiting every single time you add subscribers to your email list. So I'm super excited to go over this. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about the 4 perfect places to profit. We're also going to talk about something that I think is so important. What came first, the product or the list? So many people start their business backwards, especially now with the technology we can use, the social media we can use, the reach that we have. It's so important to start with your email list. So I think I kind of told y'all what I was going to say there, but what do you expect? I'm an email list building professional. That's what's going to happen. I'm also going to give you guys some information on text messaging to grow your email list, because that's huge. I mean, you can use it anywhere. And we're also going to do Q&A. I love Q&A. And if you guys ask a question, you're going to get a very special gift from one of my businesses, a brand I have on Amazon.com, where we're doing email list building. That's the whole point of it. And I've prepared some special stuff for you guys. I've got something brand new, and it's free for y'all. It's the Ultimate Entrepreneur's Toolkit. And it is over 400 free and really low-cost resources that we have scoured the internet for, that they help you from all kinds of things like doing one-click upsells, free stock images, all kinds of, productivity tools, and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll save that for a little while. And I've got a special secret for you guys at the end. So I want to answer these questions for you. Who am I? Why the heck am I here? And why should you listen to me? My name is Maritza Parra, and I actually have several different businesses that are supported by email list subscribers. And I also am the CEO and founder of Easy Online Marketing, a URL that I got because my name is so difficult to spell. So if you go to easyonlinemarketing.com, you can find all my stuff there. And we do a lot of coaching, consulting, we do products, we do webinars. I have a podcast. We help people build their email lists and how to create products. I've got a podcast, and this week, my podcast comes out every Thursday, and this week, Yusuf is my interview, so you guys should definitely check it out. It's Easy Online Marketing, and we're talking about, yeah, we did an interview together, and actually, I'm going to have him be a guest host soon. So this is our iTunes artwork. If you go to iTunes and look for Easy Online Marketing or my name, you'll find it. So a lot of the episodes are me just teaching, giving a ton of value based on my experiences, based on what I see happening with my clients, what I see happening with my subscribers. And I also interview different entrepreneurs. I just interviewed Kate Erickson of Entrepreneur on Fire, the feminine half of that. And I also have, this is how I started, horses. This is one of my babies, Conquisto. And I started in online marketing because of my love for horses. And so now I buy, sell, and breed these horses, Lusitanos and Andalusians. And I perform live dressage shows, and I actually have had weddings on my property, and the bride comes in on a horse and carriage, and I rent out my horses, my horse show, and all that stuff. And I teach riding workshops. Sometimes I fly in instructors from Portugal and Asia, and people pay tickets to come and bring their horses or rent one of my horses and learn from these amazing masters. And it's all supported by my email list, my horse email list. It's amazing. It's so cool. Okay, so this is where I first learned the power of email list building. This is one of my first horse websites. And I created a small newsletter. You'll see right here, name and email. And in those days, you could start an email list by telling people to get on your list for the newsletter. Now, it doesn't work.
You said in those days. How long ago was that?
Yeah, that was in the 2000s, the early 2000s, yeah. Recently, you could still do that if you had a good name to your newsletter, but now that doesn't work anymore. You can't even do it with like the 7 simple tips to whatever. People expect that free. That's free content. So it's gotten harder, but if you do it right and you do it the way I'll show you how, then it can be a lot better. So your email list may be smaller and grow more slowly, but it will be more qualified. So in these days, when I actually started emailing them once a week, a newsletter with tips about my horse show, with tips about my horses, and tips about riding. And one day I realized I had never offered them anything, and I was going through a divorce at the time. So I thought, I kind of need money, if I want to keep all this stuff. And I sent out a survey, and I asked them what they wanted to buy from me, and they told me. So I did a teleseminar. They responded. They told me they wanted a 6 DVD set of all of these performances I'd done all over the country, because we used to travel all over the country, and also the workshops with some of the riding masters that I'd done for a long time. Some of them had since died. So those videos, those workshops were like gold to my horse community. So I put together a 6 DVD set. I offered a 6 DVD set on a teleseminar, and I ended up making almost $30,000 in just a few days because I asked them what they wanted, I offered what they wanted, and I had nurtured a relationship with them. So this was less than 800 people, and those DVDs sell online to this day. The crazy thing is that I didn't have them created when I made the offer. I told them it'll take like 9 to 12 weeks because I wanted to prove the concept. Like, I don't want to go to the trouble of making all these DVDs and digitizing these VHS tapes, because it was a long time ago. And when I proved the concept, that was proof for me. And I let them know it'll take 9 to 12 weeks for you to get the DVDs. I also have done email list building with a bath and beauty products business. And this was based on recipes that my grandmother brought from South America. We had all kinds of awesome, beautiful products. And I took these to the Dallas Market Center several times, and we got into boutiques and things like that. I also had a website, and people would buy. So I had a list of wholesale clients, and I had a list of retail clients. I sold this business in 2006. And the reason I was able to get money for it was not the awesome recipes that my grandmother brought from South America. It was because of the email list and because of the relationship that I had cultivated with that email list. So it's huge. So the value of the company didn't come from, the branding, which was very helpful in selling it. It was all about Latinas and heritage and stuff like that. But it came from the email list. And then I also applied email list building to a meetup that I started in 2006 that I just started because I wanted to share law of attraction and spirituality, things that helped me when I was going through that divorce that I mentioned, get over panic attacks and it kind of helped me re-empower myself again. So I started a meetup, and one person came to the first one, and I could have said, this stuff doesn't work. Who cares? Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. But I know that when you teach, you master more, and I really wanted to embody those self-empowerment principles. So I kept doing it and kept doing it. And it turned into, I invited people to teleclasses. I invited people to webinars when I learned how to do them. And the whole reason that, the whole tribe that I built around law of attraction made Oprah's producer call me. It was around the time of The Secret. Have you guys heard of The Secret documentary? Okay. It was 2007, and she had already interviewed the real people from The Secret, and I was the perspective of how regular people are using law of attraction in their lives. So, because I had people following me and the hearts and the minds of people, that's why she wanted to talk to me. That is the only reason she wanted to talk to me. So, this is so powerful in so many ways. And we also started recently an Amazon.com business. It's luxury camping gear and hiking gear and stuff like that. But it's all about getting people on the list. Those of you who ask really good questions at the end will get your own one of these. I brought some goodies. And you'll see inside there's a full color product insert where we're driving them to a landing page to get a really huge coupon deal. And not only that, but they also get a handwritten postcard. So we hire these kids to handwrite to all of the buyers. So the buyers, because we can get their address from Amazon.com. We can't email them other than a couple of customer service emails. So we have them write out a postcard, and we tell them, let us know how you like the product, and here you can go get a coupon. So we're building an email list from Amazon of buyers, which is really cool. Okay, anyone can do this. Okay, so the point of describing all of this is to let you know that I have real world in the trenches experience with this stuff. It's amazing. It's totally life-changing. It's the best. Okay, so our business and instructional focus centers on email list building, this business, and these are the top 4 reasons why email list building is huge. This is why it's so important. Because it enables you to increase your number of customers. When you can get people off of the street, they're prospects when they're in the street, and they come into your store and they get on your email list, now you can cultivate a relationship with them and you can increase your number of customers. It's so important. It lets you increase your know, like, and trust factor. It also enables you to, the ghost from Podcast Movement is here, enables you to increase the average value per customer transaction. How does this happen? Through upsells, value adds, through, oh my gosh, we're about to launch a brand new funnel, and we have things like Amazon has. If you like this, then you'll like that. You know, those kinds of things. Hey, you want fries with that? That kind of thing. Things that can help your customer get additional value. And then it enables you to increase the number of transactions per customer because, of course, you can do selling through autoresponders, through broadcasts, and through another one that I'm going to show you guys in a second. And it helps you. This one is the hugest. And if there's one thing that I want everyone to really get tonight, it's when you stay focused on email list building, you create your own profitable traffic source to use at will. The thing is, it's not that easy anymore. That's why everyone's obsessed with Periscope and all this other stuff, which is great. But if you have this all in place, then it's really great. So I'll show you guys how this works. So all of these are new. Hopefully you guys can see, are all these traffic sources: Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Kindle books to get people on your list, Meetup, podcasts, content, SEO, Twitter, Pinterest. But your email list is the only traffic source you own and control. The only one. It's just, the other ones are sexier, you know? But this is the one everyone should be focused on. So, our experience has shown me that most people generally have the same problems with their business. Most people don't have a proven email list building system in place that brings you people 24/7. Who here does? Blake. Okay, good. Yay. Okay. Hey, it's better than nothing. I mean, it's so important. Most of you don't have a proven sales funnel in place. And really, a sales funnel, it sounds cold, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, it can be something where you're nurturing, you're thinking about marketing as helping people, as giving them love. I did a blog post about this on Sunday, all about how sales and marketing is helping people. It's just a mindset shift. So when you have a proven sales funnel in place, you're really taking your ideal prospect on a logical journey from your free email list building gift through your low to mid price products. And because most people don't have a proven email list building system and sales funnel in place, they don't earn enough money from their businesses or as much as they could be to make a full-time living and sustainable income, which means that you're stuck going to a job or you created a job. Sometimes we create these businesses and we think, hey, freedom, lifestyle, time freedom, location freedom, and that's actually not the case if you're not focused on this stuff. So this, I think, is so huge. This is my first Periscope that I ever did. I had 250 people on there. Yusuf was telling me how to use it because I didn't realize that people would jump on. I didn't know. I thought it was just a private test. And I went to walk to my stables and showed people my horses. But this is what happens to most people. You've invested so much time and money on strategies that aren't working, what people call bright and shiny objects. And those things don't work unless you have a system in place first. So do you guys see that? I mean, you can have all the Twitter followers in the world, but if you're not inviting them, transitioning them to your list, it's like an ego boost, but it's not a business.
All about conversion.
Yeah, it's all about conversion and that relationship. I get gifts from my email subscribers all the time and my clients. I got a t-shirt the other day. I get all these amazing things because it's a relationship. And when you treat it that way and not like an email dropped to 3 million people that you don't care about, I mean, it's a mindset shift. It's really important. You got to do business from the heart.
Yeah, and sadly something happened with the Periscope where people just, ask for a lot of hearts and a lot of followers, like, heart holes and follow holes.
Yeah. Not y'all.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
You forget the point, which is, like you said, the conversion part.
Yeah, exactly. It's about building your business where you can have an idea, launch a product, help people, and make money. Okay, so most people don't know where their next lead or sale are going to come from. Most people are winging it every day in their business, reacting without rhyme or reason. Most people are hamster wheeling it because they're not sure what works. They're going to the next bright and shiny object. Yeah, exactly. So I want to conduct an informal poll. Who here does not have a predictable process for adding new subscribers to your email list? Predictable.
Does not.
Does not have a predictable process. Okay. Yes. Who here does not have an automated, sustainable sales funnel that moves your subscribers from your free gift to paid products? Okay. So then who here feels like they're no closer to building a long-term sustainable business? I mean, that's the whole, and here's the thing. When people do this right, it can be a long-term sustainable business that you can even sell. I mean, okay. This is what most people's list building and sales systems are like. Frankenstein. And this is lack of focus. This is like chasing bright and shiny objects results in a Frankenstein type of email list and business. It's piecemeal together and it does not work. And most people are doing it like that. What we're doing in our horse business, our Amazon business, and this business, we know, and I'm actually starting a new one, but we know how to construct automated email subscriber generating systems that address different specific segments of our target market. This is so big. If you go to my website, easyonlinemarketing.com, you'll see above the fold like 5 different opt-in opportunities, and they're all super segmented so that when people opt into those things, I know, hey, this is somebody who's really interested in spirituality in business. This is somebody who's really interested in total list building. So it's super niche, super segmented. We know how to create the perfect email list building gift to attract our perfect prospect every time. You don't want to guess. So many people are guessing. You need to go and find out, do some research, talk to your prospect. We know how to determine what our subscribers want to purchase. Why? Because we ask them. We actually talk to them. Every once in a while, in all of my different businesses, I get those, I have one email where I get notifications of who signs up. So I go in there every once in a while and I email them back and I'm like, hey, what is the one reason you got on my horse email list? Why are you here? What can I do for you? That's market research that is available at your fingertips. And we know how to strategically place and use call to action statements and sales seeds. You want to be selling all the time in your business. If you're not selling, either you don't believe that you really have value and you can help somebody, and then you better go get the value and help them, or you're scared. You have list building stage fright, which is something that I call. So we know how to strategically place and use call to action statements and sales seeds to get our clients asking us to buy our products and services before we actually offer them the opportunity to do so. We also know how to construct automated, sustainable sales funnels that produce income 24/7. I'll show you guys an example of one in a second. We know how to customize each sales funnel to address each super niche, those different little niches where we go really deep to ensure we're maximizing the profit potential of our entire email subscriber list. And we know how to create an email follow-up series to stay engaged with our subscribers so that we can meet them exactly where they are. And now with technology, you can figure out where they are and have like decision diamonds and have it go in different directions based on what they're telling you with their behavior. And we know multiple winning strategies to drive massive amounts of traffic to our email list building and sales funnels on demand. And this one, to our sales funnels on demand, that is the traffic on demand that you can create for yourself when you focus on email list building. So this is the part, what comes first, the product or the list, and what most people get backwards. Most people start a business and say, oh, I'm going to sell so much and I'll tell you guys in a second the whole story. So we're email list building professionals, so I'm sure you've guessed which one, but I want to go through the mechanics so you can really understand. So let's walk through this journey together, and this is pretty much a parable, a teaching parable that I created based on a question of one of my email subscribers. And it's turned into something that helps me really educate people on why this is so important. So this is Mary and this is Abigail, and they both decide to start their online business. Mary gets a website up. She focuses on professional photos, on branding, on beautiful everything, business cards, everything. And Abigail focuses on figuring out who the heck she's going to help and how the heck she can help them. She focuses on the value her ideal prospect needs from her specifically. And here's the deal. So many people think, well, who am I to, teach this or whatever? Everyone is going to resonate with a different teacher. So, there's so many people who you can affect their lives in a positive way, but only if you focus on how you can help them specifically. So Abigail thinks carefully about a free list building gift offer and an opt-in page, not a thing on her sidebar, a total opt-in page. Mary starts building out a few social media channels. She sends out information, inspiration, and every once in a while she says, subscribe to my emails. Abigail starts building out the same thing, a couple of social media channels so she can focus on doing them well. And she sends out information, inspiration, and she sends out clear, targeted invitations. I should change that. Targeted messages to invite people and prospects onto her email list building, onto her subscriber list. And I love thinking about your email gift as a gift. It's an invitation when you're asking people to get on your email list. I like to tell my clients to think about you're going to their front door, because our email lists, our email inboxes are intimate places. We go there in the morning. So many people go there before they get out of bed. And that's the last thing they do when they're going to bed. So when you are creating your email list building gift, think of who your perfect avatar is, that you're knocking on their door. Are you going to be excited to give them that gift, or are you going to be ashamed? I think a lot of people would be ashamed because it's a second thought. It's like something they slap together quickly. So Mary makes great content. She's writing blog posts. She's doing webinars. And some of the links from the content go back to her website homepage. Abigail, on the other hand, also is making some great content. And a lot of the links from the content go back to her opt-in pages. If you go to my podcast, I launched my podcast with 30 days of Law of Attraction for Entrepreneurs. Almost every single day, there's a specific opt-in. So I have a totally segmented list. Those calls to action are going to those opt-ins. Mary gets a great product idea. She's so excited. She knows that this product is really going to help people. She develops it. She spends time, energy, and effort hiring somebody to put up a membership site. She falls under the illusion of the calculator millions, which is when somebody takes a calculator and says, okay, if I sell this many at this price, this is what I'm going to make. Abigail, on the other hand, is doing a great job. Her list is growing. It might not be growing as huge and fast as she wants it to, but it's growing. She's engaging that email list. She doesn't forget them once they're on her list, which so many people do. She sends them great content via email so that they open her emails regularly. She starts doing online events. She sends out surveys to find out what they need and want from her. Sometimes those people don't answer her surveys, so she makes them short and sweet, and sometimes she gives them a bribe to answer them. Mary gets her sales page up. She's got a payment processor. It's all hooked up. She's so excited, and she opens her product for enrollment. And when she does, there are very little to no sales because she didn't have a list. Abigail, on the other hand, says, the results are in. You've told me from our engagement what you want and need from me. She holds an online event, and instead of just giving great content, she reports the results of her survey, and she makes an offer. based on what her email subscribers told her they wanted. Abigail makes sales. So needless to say, Mary is deflated. She's heartbroken. She's put so much time, energy, effort, and money into this product, and she doesn't know why it's not, why people aren't buying it. She put it on the social media channels she has. She put it on her website. Finally, she's pondering what went wrong, and finally she gets another brilliant idea and goes into the same cycle. And that cycle continues, thank you, until she finally says this stuff doesn't work, and she goes back to her job. Abigail, on the other hand, is beside herself with joy. She's got brand new paying customers, and Abigail is smart. She is co-creating the product with them so they can give her feedback, and she can decide later to turn this into an evergreen product that she can sell over and over again on autopilot. This is something I call creating your product using the diamond deadline system, and I call it diamond deadlines because it puts pressure on you because you pre-sold it, and now you got to deliver. Okay, so the end of Mary's story is that she had to go back to get a 9-to-5. Yeah, not very happy about it. And the beginning of Abigail's story is that she's growing her online business. She's loving her customers, giving them great service because she knows what they want, because it's a real relationship. She's making money and she's having fun. So we're here to hopefully inspire you to make Abigail's story your story. So getting this wrong can cost you if you focus on the product first instead of building the email list first. It costs you tons of time. And, you know, honestly, time is the one thing we can never get back. I mean, we can make money and all that stuff, but time is the most important thing. So if you had this backwards before, how much time did you lose and how much money did you waste? So hopefully, and it's funny, people don't really see it until you like spell it out in the parallel journeys. And it's also keeping you from getting your unique message out into the world to help people. Because really, ultimately, business is all about helping people. I'd love it if you checked out my last blog post. It's all about helping people. So this is my stables in my backyard. Yusuf's been there. And I just want to say your unique message is one that your perfect prospects, subscribers, and customers can only hear from you. I have on all of my email lists people who will never buy from me. Never. And that's totally okay. I have other people who have bought every single thing I've ever put out. And, you know, that's what it's all about. It's about giving and then making those offers and attracting those people who you can help and who are ready to be helped by you. So text messaging, okay, this is going to be cool. How many people do text messaging to opt in or have text messaging, Blake? Okay. So you can actually have a demonstration. And the demonstration is you can pick up your cell phone right now. Of course, you don't have to get on my list. But I think it's a great list to be on. So of course, I'm going to say you should get on it. You can unsubscribe at any time. But what is my little spam statement? It says, I promise to bring you inspiration and tips and strategies that can help you. And yeah, something like that.
You guys got to do this.
Yeah, so it's Yusuf C. Yeah, because it has to be 6 digits. So if you text Yusuf C to the number 33444, and this is so funny, when I started using text to opt in from my podcast, I had to re-record it so many times because I kept saying, text Yusuf C to 33444, and then I was like, you've always got to say the number before your short code, or else people will get it wrong. So text Yusuf C to the number 33444, and this is what's going to happen. I love doing double high fives. He would have, you've been Yusufied. I have double high five. You'll get access to the Ultimate Entrepreneur's Toolkit. And this is one of our brand new awesome list building gifts that is amazing. And it's actually over 400 resources. They're not all there yet, but they will be there by Sunday, and we'll send you all an email when they're all there. Okay, so who can answer this question? What are the 4 perfect places to profit from email list building? Anyone? What are the 4?
Do it now. Get to the chopper now. Come on. Let me see how it works.
Anyone? The 4 perfect places to profit with email list building.
Did you give us these answers?
No, I will. I'm going to. With examples. With examples for you to model. Okay, so let's just do it. So how profitable list building works. So you've got a prospect, somebody who could really use your products or services or information. You're going to send them to your opt-in squeeze page, your landing page. I love to call it your ultimate opt-in page. It's got so many names, but basically it's a page where it's all about that one list building gift offer, nothing else. There's no top navigation, no blog posts, no nothing. It's all about that one list building offer. So they go, when they opt in, they say, yes, I want that. They go to the cloud, Aweber, Infusionsoft, whatever you use, MailChimp. I love Infusionsoft. But I use Infusionsoft, One Shopping Cart, and MailChimp. So you can do for different businesses. So you can be successful with different technologies. So your prospect, their data goes to the cloud, to your email service provider. They go to your thank you page. And that is the first place that you can profit with email list building. So this is an example of one of my thank you pages, and the free list building gift for this one is 1 audio writing meditation. This is me and one of my babies. And so basically, I'm giving them a special offer on the thank you page. And I think it's a really good idea to do low-priced special offers. Then you can also sell via autoresponders. And so those can be messages. They can also be sales offers. As many as you want to go out in an automated fashion. Here's an example of autoresponder selling. So this is from my horse stuff. So I'm saying, hey, don't forget your download. Here it is. And I wanted to make sure that you saw this. And so it's another offer that I'm making. I'm not shy about making offers. I mean, I give tons of content. Oh my gosh, because the internet's all about content. But I know my stuff works, so I make offers. Broadcast emails is the third way to profit from email list building, and I'm going to show you guys one of the most incredible things. This is an example of broadcast email selling. This is a horse that I had, Lozano, and I raised him. And I sent out an email, and I do this when I have a horse that I decide to sell. And I sent out an email, and after a few back and forth, like I talked to this woman, we sent videos to her horse trainer. I sold this horse a huge high-ticket luxury item from an email broadcast. I mean, because they know, like, and trust me, I've created that relationship, and because I do what I preach. Okay, so thank you page selling, autoresponder selling, broadcast email selling, but I said 4. So this one is getting more and more important. And this one is not just for sales, but for list building as well. This is embedded offers inside of your content. So you've already got them on your list. You send them a message to your subscriber. You send them to your content. And inside of that content, and it's really a good idea to do this in a way that flows. So it's not like a giant billboard, but in a way that, so this is one example that I have with my horses. This is a blog post I was doing talking about riding meditations. That's one of my babies. So I'm talking about how I kind of started using meditation and visualization with horses, some tips to help people with it. And then I'm selling one of my workshops. Click here to save your seat at one of the workshops. Here's another example of embedded content selling. So this is a blog post also that I send my subscribers to. And then I've got, hey, ready to create your own personal success rituals? If so, click here. And then they go to a sales page. So these are 4 ways that you can sell to your subscribers. So that's why it's so important to build your email list. So, and you're leaving money on the table if you're not using all 4. So you've worked hard to create your email list building gift, I hope. You've been working hard creating and giving a lot of great content to your subscribers. I have people who tell me they binge on my podcast and blog posts like Netflix. I remember going, oh my gosh, it's like I have like a mini Netflix. Told me that the podcast was chocolate in podcasting. So I got these little time in protecting that offer. When you have find out. The investment that you've made, like starting and growing your business. So keys to making your business work are knowing how to construct your automated email subscriber systems that address those super niches again. That's so huge. So many people are still trying to market with the 7 simple secrets to. You got to get a lot more specific than that. And every target market, knowing how to determine exactly what your subscribers want before you invest the time, and knowing how to put those call to action statements and sales seeds. Knowing how to construct your automated sustainable sales funnel, addressing the sub-niches, creating your follow-up series to stay engaged with your subscribers. Your follow-up series, we just instituted a brand new one that I think you guys will be. And knowing how to traffic to your. These are the keys to building the business and having the list. That list building business. I mean, it really does, especially with the more there is online, the more important it's. Easier it's getting when you actually care, because people can tell on your email list. They can tell if you're dialing it in and if you're doing email drops to 3 million emails. It's like, okay, is what it's really costing you. And I'm just going to go with what it's really costing you, because this is what it's really costing you. Not having enough money saved for education for your children. Not having enough money saved for retirement. You know, the financial planners say you should be saving about 10 to 20% of your income from your. Yeah, but see, when you build an email list building system, you can have that leverage where you can make up for some of that. You know, that's what it's not focusing on Periscope and all those other things before creating this kind of system. You know, if you're not living exactly where you want to live, you've been to my house. I live in, my horses are in my backyard. It's like the most, there are peacocks. I have peacocks and deer. Yeah. It's like the most amazing thing. And I bring people there, and we do workshops with the horses and with marketing and stuff. So if you're not doing what you want to do each day with the people you love, then, you're really kind of missing the boat. That's what it's costing you, not putting the time, energy, and effort in focusing on this. And email list building, it's not sexy, especially in the beginning, because it's kind of slow. But if you focus on it, it builds, and the momentum is incredible. And then, you create your, which, perfect, not knowing is costing you your freedom. And if you do know these things, if you've heard about, who here has heard about email list building for years?
I took a course with Amy.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah. So you guys have heard of this. That's what, yeah, you guys have heard of it. It's like the fitness thing. We know what to do, right? But we don't do it. Only when you're about to die, the health scare, do you really get serious about it, So I'm here to give you a mini health scare and hopefully, inspire you to actually focus on this. So we do it in our businesses, and we can show you how to construct your automated email subscriber system, create the perfect gift, all of these things I've told you, how to determine exactly what your new subscribers want to purchase, how to do those sales seeds and those call to actions, and construct your sustainable sales funnels, how to customize each of your sales funnels so they're super niched. Keep remembering that. Walking you through how to create your email follow-up series so that there's engagement and there's a relationship that happens. And we can show you how to implement winning strategies to drive that traffic to your email list, building gifts, and your sales funnels. So this is something that we are based on everything that we've talked about with our email list. These are mindset products, meditation, business vision board workshop. I actually got this idea because of my podcast listeners. I did one episode on 6 ways to do your business vision board. The opt-ins were insane. So in December, I launched a course, a $19 course, and I made almost $5,000 from a $19 course. I mean, when you focus on this, you can really create products that help people, and you can also, make money. So these are these funnels that we're about to launch. Okay. Wait for all of those things that we talked about. This is the power of email list building. This is one of my clients, Cynthia, who we just took on a couple of weeks ago, and she actually is coming. She's going to be in an 8-week coaching program with us that has not started. So she came on board with us, and we did one phone call with her, one-on-one, to see where the lowest hanging fruit was for her. She had about 60 people on our email list. I think it was 62. So we were like, okay, here are some strategies so that you can, right out of the gate, make back your investment for joining our program. And before we officially started working with her, she already got one $997 sale. But not only that, after she got that sale, she implemented a couple more pieces of our specific advice, and she emailed us with, now our program hasn't started, and she's made $7,997. I mean, if you have a small email list, there's probably low-hanging fruit and people that you can help, but you're not asking them, you're not asking them. This is Jay Platt. He's a really awesome speaker.
If you guys know, Cynthia actually used to come to our meetup. Okay,
she's amazing. I love her. She signed up with us. We haven't started yet, and she's an action taker. So I'm like, I'm so excited to work with her. So Jay decided he was ready to pursue his freedom, and just one of the things that he got from me brought him $10,000. Tiana love this story. She had been trying to build her business. Her husband was getting kind of angry because it wasn't making any money. It was taking tons of time. It was taking her away from her 2 kids. Basically, what I did with her was I pulled out her story. We created a great offer, and she ended up doing $8,000 in 30 minutes during a webinar to her small list. So, I mean, there's probably, if you have a list that's not engaged, you can re-engage them, and you can find that low-hanging fruit and never stop engaging them again. This is Michelle Talbert, and she actually was at Podcast Movement, and at the end, during the Q&A, she just grabbed the mic and she was like, I have got to say that with Maurice's stuff, I've increased my email list by 400%. I didn't even know she was going to say that or anything, but then I asked her for a video, of course. So I'm going to give you guys a bonus because I really believe in making offers when it can help people. And it's actually an online business assessment with my team. And it's either me or Joe, who's my online business strategist. He's full-time with me. And an online business assessment is where we get on the phone and conduct a cooperative assessment of where you are with your list building, on where there could be some monetization. So many people are scared of making offers. I'm not, because I know what it can do. I mean, look at Cynthia. Like $8,000 just because she took action on what we told her. And because she stepped up and believed in herself and invested in herself. Okay, so basically what happens with this is we ask you some really targeted questions, and we kind of figure out where you are and help you get clarity. And this is usually, actually on my website, it's $497. But we decided to offer 3 free, is it? Yeah, today it's going to be free because I adore Yusuf. And he's going to be the guest podcast host. And then for the first 3 applicants that qualify, these are on a first-come, first-served basis. So you can go if you want to apply for it. And there's a little questionnaire where we kind of get clear on where you are. We ask you about your website and stuff like that. If you qualify, and we'll talk about what that means, go to easyonlinemarketing.com/Yusuf to fill out your application and submit it right away. Yeah, you can. That's so funny. I did get a client from Periscope recently because I was talking about my opt-in offer, and they got on my list. Okay, so always be list building. No, yes, it does sound familiar. Okay, so there are 3 types of people here today. So the first type are people who know that building a sustainable long-term business is not for you because you're not willing to invest the time and resources right now, and that's totally cool. I've been in those places where, I didn't want to dig in. And if that's you, you probably shouldn't apply until you're ready to take action with your business or dig in and do the work. The second type are people who are serial information collectors who will never decide to do anything with the information they learn. And I have been here before. I've gone through phases in my businesses. And I've spent money that I haven't taken action on until I got enough pain. We all go through this. So if this is you, again, it's not really necessary for you either, so don't apply. This is what one of my students call it, Lydia. She actually says, I was a stuffed sausage, just getting information, and then finally she came on board with me, but that's what she used to call herself. The third type is somebody who is 100% committed to growing an online sustainable business. And I really put that picture here because it is growing something that can take care of you and your family. I mean, what is more important than that? So I think of my businesses as something that I need to nurture and water and fertilize and, feed. So people like this are willing to do whatever it takes to invest the time, money, resources to make it happen so they can create the income and freedom they want. So if this is you, grab one of those. It's easyonlinemarketing.com/Yusuf. And so again, we're giving away 3 sessions. So let's do some Q&A.
Ready?
Did you guys get it?
Ready? Yeah.
Okay.
On your
Yes. Yeah, we're sourcing everything in China. Our package designer is in Canada. And yeah, we don't
No,
have...
the thing I'm doing FDA also, yeah. I started, yeah, I was doing, yes, because China's over already, there's a lot of competition, but.
So are you trying to get them onto a list?
No, I don't know how.
What is the,
Product or what?
yeah.
It's cocoa,
Okay, what is that? Is it
chocolate.
chocolate? Oh my God!
Wine, powder.
Yeah, that's like super healthy, right?
You put it,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so can you make like a little recipe book and put
Yeah.
it in the...
oh.
Oh my God. Okay,
Well,
people
actually,
get crazy with health and...
Actually, the product, I got it from someone that came here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And I'm
I
selling,
help her for
and I got it from here, and I'm doing my own branding, and I put my own brand and started selling on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so every single
But I
person,
don't
you
know.
should send them a postcard and send them to an opt-in where they can get, 50% off the next order or something. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because the girl that bring the merchandise is a big distribution.
From here-
She
from here.
cannot go retail. She goes to the big companies like distribution.
I'm always looking for new products if someone has some.
Yeah, but if you're always doing it that way, you are beholden to Amazon's algorithms. One day you might be flying high, and one day they might not even be seen. If you build the list.
I sell different stuff, like plates, talavera plates,
Oh yeah.
And I sell rustic furniture, pewter items, so different. I sell Amazon, eBay, but I don't get their email. I do have them.
You have their physical address, though.
Yes, I do have them.
Yes, you have their physical address. We don't have. We have their email. We can
But I
do
can't use
3
it.
customer service emails with no links in them. You can't put links in the emails because they don't want you to poach their buyers. But you can send postcards, and that's working really well for us. And we're making our postcards beautiful with because our people are campers, they love nature. It's a beautiful postcard with a beautiful quote on it. Hopefully they'll put it on the fridge and keep it forever. But mostly to get them to the opt-in page. God, yeah. I mean, chocolate, what's more awesome than that? And you can
It's
do
cacao.
or cacao, yeah.
Cocoa, cacao.
Cocoa, cacao.
And you can create an awesome
When it's
story
processed,
around it.
But I don't know. I just good product. How many you sell it for? This. Oh, how much is it selling over here? Oh, there's a lot of margin there.
Here's the thing. If you don't get people on your email list, you are beholden to whoever owns that
Well, how do
list
I get
and
them on
owns
the
the
page?
out with a postcard.
Okay, each
Yes, and you can send it 2 postcards or something and have a limiter on it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Like we're doing, you can maybe offer a few free recipes with the ingredients.
Yes.
I've got a client who is a Mexican woman who lives in the UK who started her own chips and salsa and all that stuff and imports a lot of the ingredients from Mexico. And on the bags, on the packaging, the new rounded bags, it's going to be go here to get your cocktail recipes and your the things that would go well with this. It's all about the list because she's in Whole Foods and everything, but they could get her off of the shelf whenever they want. So if you don't have the list, you're always going to be at the mercy of somebody else. Anyone else? Blake.
So, the biggest thing is, well, people want to see, okay, 40% of my emails got open when I sent them. How do you, is it content driven? video driven? How do you address that with your clients?
Well, you've got to make sure that whoever, that the email that you're sending from is clean. There are different services that will check that for you. I think one is email delivered. But so if you are sending a lot of spammy stuff, all of the, like Gmail, Yahoo, they're getting really smart. They know when...
That's my question is, I got the email. Okay, great. I deleted it. Okay. Then I got the email, I saw the subject line, I opened it, but I didn't click the link. So what are your solutions to those?
And if you only get like a 30, 40, I mean, that's good. In today's day and age, that's really good. So those people who do open, make sure that you're servicing them really well with great content, great offers. The people who aren't opening your emails, get them off that list after like 60 to 90 days, and we put them on a MailChimp list because that will mess up the way you are seen. You'll be seen like as a spammer.
So, and then also my clients, a lot of them, I'm having a hard time explaining the whole, you need to nowadays give things, and they don't think they have to. So I'm sure you've experienced some of these clients that think that their product is the newest, greatest product and everyone's just going to buy it. So how do you come through those objections and get them to actually offer something for free that has value?
Right.
I can give you
Some of them,
off coupon, but does that have value?
to some people it does. We are building a list with our hiking stuff, and people love our microfiber towels. I mean, we're getting like all kinds of really, and also, it's so crazy. We are marketing to people with the postcards, and they're like, this is like old school like company because you guys really care. Of course we care. You know, but so what I would say to somebody who doesn't understand, I would create something like my Mary and Abigail explainer video. I had that was a question that came in from somebody. What do I do first? Everybody, I'm getting these different things. So create like a teaching story, create something like that, go to Fiverr, have somebody make an explainer video so they get. And this could be another arm of a business for you. You can actually do it for them, having content created, because there's so many people who can research content and look for content, and then they can kind of put their little spin on it and their story on it, so it doesn't take them a lot of time, because they probably don't have the time to do that.
There's a couple things that, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Not to do it, that's not. You can also show how it does when you do it. And give them examples of other ways to do it.
Here's the value that you bring versus what I don't have. I have the theory, I have the knowledge, but I don't have proven examples of where someone has made $9,000.
Okay, so you have no examples of people who you've helped to...
I've been in business for 45 years.
Okay, so I would go out and I would get somebody who's hungry, and I would do some stuff for free for them. And I would get the biggest, I would like, you know, I would like blood, sweat, and tears for them. Or I would also maybe do the, like the...
Or you can just, you know, be in the street, do the signing.
No, I would find somebody that you can really help, and then I would help them, and I would have that case study, and I would build on that.
That's what I'm doing right now, is building case studies and all that.
That's good. And the other thing, your first question, that's the beauty of an email. Customer, where they are, not everyone is going to open that email that time that it comes to them when they're busy with this thing or with whatever's going on in their life. They might ignore it that time, but because they're on your email list, you're going to send them another one. And maybe that's the time that they're ready to actually open it and execute what you do have on there, opt in, buy whatever it is that you're offering. But it's so you don't want to necessarily dismiss them the first time if they don't opt in, but you do want to keep your list clean. So it's a balance.
And those people that you transition to the other list, every once in a while, give them like some kind of a get warm campaign to kind of re-engage them. And the ones who re-engage, you warm them up with having them opt in for some new thing on your good list.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
And you're using Infusionsoft?
Yeah, we use Infusionsoft, One Shopping Cart, and MailChimp. But Infusionsoft is,
It's,
I think it's the best. I love it.
It's the high end. I call it sometimes Confusionsoft.
I have not.
HubSpot's a little
I've
more
also used Aweber, which I liked.
Aweber is like the most
But
easiest. I mean,
yeah, it's good. And with AW Pro Tools or something like that.
Let's put it this way, they're all good,
yeah.
pick one.
Yeah,
Start using it, right?
exactly.
They also need
Some examples of sales seeds, you mentioned that, and then also best ways to
Seeds? Okay, so an example of a sales seed is telling a story of one of your clients. I gave several sales seeds saying, hey, if you step up and invest with me, I will kick ass, blood, sweat, and tears, and I will help you monetize because that's what I'm good at. So that's basically what I said with the three examples. Yeah, and another...
Another good example, say in your blog post, you mention the fact that you do consulting services, but that's not the subject of your blog post. You just
It's just an aside.
That sets a seed, or it plants a seed.
And when somebody's ready, they're like, holy crap, that's what I need.
Service I could possibly use with this other person.
You
Yeah.
just talk to us the educate and drift instead of the hard sell.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
Yeah.
right in your face. We're
subliminal
selling
message,
this.
if you will.
And you want to use it in everything, in your opt-in gift. In your opt-in gift, it depends on what format it is, but usually you'll have, hey, in my meditation PDF, the free version, I have in there, hey, remember that $37 bundle that you can go get? Go grab it here. So it's kind of like the want fries with that kind of thing, yeah.
And the content generation?
What was that question?
What's some good ways to generate ongoing content, valuable content, because that can be very difficult.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's why it's so good to have a good relationship with your list and ask them all the time, how can I help you? I think in a lot of my autoresponders, I have, why'd you get on the list? And then I go in every once in a while and I'll email them myself and I'll be like, hey, it's really me. Why'd you get on this list? Why did you download that?
Can I jump on that one?
Yeah.
Because I was just working on a blog post that Maritza has. It's exactly about creating content. And how do you keep new ideas coming to you all the time? So my first advice is to get on our email list, website, and look up that particular blog post. There's a picture of an how do you lay the golden egg each and every time you're out there making content. And one of the biggest things that Maritza do too is that
Okay, everyone. Thank you for watching the show. I highly appreciate it, and for waiting for a long time. Hopefully, you can enjoy the replay, and we'll see you next time.